Hello. We are live.
Hey. Hi.
Woo!
I heard that, but I think it cut off. I don't know.
I was like, oh, are we saying hey, hey? And then I was immediately hit with the, oh no, you did the wrong thing feeling, so I had to cut myself off.
Oh, it's
No,
okay.
you're good.
Hi everybody. I don't know if there's anybody in chat, but hi.
Got one more.
Anybody watching post or VOD watches? Hi. Alright, today we're doing a Splatfest stream. Team Spicy. I'm still sick. I was kind of like coughing in this last stream of Fall Guys. Now I'm like all the way sick. I'll be okay. I've been taking my medicine, but
You've succumbed to the spice.
it's so true. Alright, Sean, did you make the room?
Just about to scroll through the
Anyways, if I like cough, I'm sorry if it's really loud. I'll try to.
You'll be punished. You should get like a cough jar and put a penny in. No, I'm kidding. You'll be fine. I was eating. There's one penny. I was eating spicy chips before the stream started to, you know, get in the mood for Team Spicy.
I was eating spicy soup.
I was being blasphemous. I had some cookies.
What the fuck?
Sean.
No wonder Team Sweet is winning. Though I have sweet gummies and sour candies on standby for the theme of it all.
Oh, that's sweet. Aren't you like a day one Splatooner?
Me? Oh yeah. I've been playing since the first Splatoon, but not day one. I got a Wii U to play Splatoon, but I got it in like, I don't know, 16 or early 17. Like close enough that like when the Switch came out, I remember kind of feeling like fuck. I mean,
I get that.
But it's a good game. It's a good series. I've day one Splatoon 2 and pretty much week one Splatoon 3.
I think I was really close to getting a Wii U, and then they announced like their next thing. So it's like, oh, all right.
Right. But you know, the Wii U, it's not perfect, but it had its charms. I liked it.
Yeah, I like the Wii U a lot.
Mike, you had a Wii U?
Yeah, I had a Wii U. I mostly played Splatoon on it and Mario Maker. Those were the two games I played the most.
Right. Mario Maker is the best on that system.
Yeah.
It is. They got rid of all the fun costumes and stuff in Mario Maker 2. That was my biggest disappointment ever.
Right, that thing like collects dust in my game case.
Wait, why did they get rid of the costumes? That sucks.
I hate fun. I'm sorry. Actually, Nintendo is very pro fun. It's like the Nintendo executive watching the stream. It's like, shut it down.
Oh.
I can't know that you're
Neb knows too much.
It should be the next Splatfest.
The next Splatfest is gonna be it's gonna be Sans versus Reagan versus Onceler.
The Tumblr Sexy Man contest.
Right.
That'd be the worst one.
I was kind of miffed that Onceler didn't make it. So like, I respect Reagan, I love Reagan, but I'm like, Sans, I understand why you're in the top 2. Reagan, like I understand it, but it's just like, it was a little surprising.
It was a whole joke. They did like a sexy anime girl thing, and the winner of that was Reagan, and that's why they put him into this like Tumblr Sexy Man one.
Right,
and
no, but right. Oh, got it. Wait, like a separate competition?
Yeah, there was like a sexy anime girl one.
Oh, and that Reagan won that. Oh, got it. Okay, well that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
So more people were just kind of. I'm sure a lot of people. There's definitely a lot of people that like have him as their sexy man, but yeah, a lot of it
Because,
was
like-
also just for like the joke.
Like Reagan winning a contest that Reagan probably shouldn't win joke. I get that. Okay.
Mhm.
And then he doesn't win the one that put him more.
Right,
funny.
right. But I would
It's, like,
actually,
all on
I think
brand.
that's fitting because Reagan's my favorite anime girl, but not my favorite Tumblr sexy man.
Does Bowser count as like a Tumblr?
It's like
sexy
saying like X character is my favorite villain versus favorite character from this versus favorite character for period. It's like it's all different.
man?
I don't think Bowser's a Tumblr sexy man.
You should be.
I think he should be. Actually, I know somebody, shout out if you're watching this, I know a good friend of mine that posts and reposts like pretty much like gay sexy Bowser on their Tumblr, and every time I'm just like, thank you.
Kind of based.
Right, it's based in Red Pilled. Bowser Pilled.
Wasn't there a Paper Mario character on there?
Was it like
On the-
In where?
The sexy bid, like cool.
Oh, maybe.
It was like an evil character from one of the Paper. I don't know.
If it's Thousand Year Door, I don't know. I'm like a blasphemous Paper Mario fan. The only game I've played is Super Paper Mario.
Yeah,
But it's good. I love that game.
That's a good game.
The top hat dude. I forgot his name.
Oh,
I think he was on
got
there.
it. Really? That's interesting because
Yeah.
I would think that it was the Jevil guy. There's a guy that's like Jevil in Super Paper Mario as well.
I guess
His
they're
name
both
is like
kind of.
Dementio or something.
I guess they're both kind of like sexy, man.
But I believe that it could totally be the top hat dude. I think
You
it's
know-
like Count Bleck. That's his
Yeah.
name.
I've only played Thousand Year Door, but did you know that all those games apparently are a trilogy? The first three?
Oh, that's dope.
That like they all go into continuous. Like
Yeah, I'd like to
or
revisit
something?
the first two and like see what it's all about. I know that everybody says Thousand Year Door is like the best one, and I believe that it's probably really, really good.
it has the most like. I think it has the best gameplay in my opinion. I even. Wait, it's hard for
Probably, I
me
know
to
I'm never
say.
gonna be biased.
Yeah, I'm probably biased because that's the only one I've played. But from what I've seen, it looks like the one with the most like traditional RPG looking gameplay.
Sure.
I like the first one the best. I've played them all and completed them all, but I still really like the first one. There's just a charm to
Oh,
it.
are
It's
I didn't realize that there was a room open and joinable. Whoopsie doo.
It's okay.
I've just been running around like splatting in the lobby.
Oh, I love doing that shit. I love like getting like the entire place like gooped up.
Yeah, the
Hell
first Paper
yeah.
Mario definitely is like Thousand Year Door is a lot smirkier. The first game is more like
I would imagine it's a lot like Mario RPG.
Super Mario
Yeah.
RPG.
This was originally
Mario
like a sequel to the one on SNES.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think in Japan it's called Mario RPG 2.
Yeah, it is. It's
Really?
really cool.
That makes more sense.
Oh, already.
But it also makes sense why, because of the drastic art style change, it would be branded as something else in the States.
It is like a new series. It's weird that they would put the two.
Yeah, there's like a new aesthetic and everything.
Right. I like get it and I don't get it, right? Because it's like right. It's a spiritual successor. It'd be like calling Deltarune Undertale 2, and it'd be like, yeah, but no.
Nintendo didn't even like make the first Mario RPG. That was all Square Enix, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why they put like the Final Fantasy references in it and stuff. But there's also a whole bunch of like Mario references. However, I only know about this because of Matt Pat Game Theory in his video where he was like, all the timelines are connected. It's a really old Game Theory. I'm talking like 2012 or 13 or something like that. But
it's funny you bring up Game Theory. I got really like hipstery about Game Theory last stream.
really,
I was like, oh yeah, I watched Game Theory before everybody like got into like FNAF.
dude,
and stuff.
same. But I totally feel it though because it's completely different.
Yeah, I used to watch his like I used to watch his like Mario's Communist Theory and shit like that.
Right.
Before he like I think it's like
Move over,
fourth
Walter
FNAF.
White. There's a new anti-hero in town, and his name is Mario Jumpman Mario. Like, that's the cold open for the Mario is Mental Part 1 verbatim. You can fact check me on that, because it's been burnt into my memory.
I'm a game theory elitist.
That's so respectable. I respect that. You can fight on that hill. I respect it. But at the same time, I actually sat down, one of my roommates, last night, we watched, like, I think, like, Wendigoon, like, explain the entire FNAF timeline, just because they wanted to have an idea of the timeline, and I was like, I trust this guy, but I usually get scared watching people's FNAF timeline videos for obvious reasons, because everyone disagrees. It was pretty good, but it was really fun just, like, introducing someone to all of that. Like, of course they knew about FNAF, but not.
Wait, sorry. Go on.
No, you're good.
I got scared. Oh.
But, like,
What was that spot on time?
it made me appreciate, because then, like, after we went through the whole timeline, I, like, watched Matt Pat's FNAF 2 theory, and it's like, there's a lot of stuff that was, like, wrong, but got a lot of stuff pretty, like, nail on the head from, like, the second theory, and it's like, damn, that's kind of wild.
Did you hear about, like, the theory about, like, or theory, not, like, the rumor that, like, they changed the plot of, what do you call it?
Security breach? Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And it's not just a theory; it's a fact, because there's so much like unused content, and in the trailer, the
looks
first
like really
gameplay
different.
trailer was like completely different. It was like completely different.
They
but,
made
you
it
know.
a worse game.
I don't know if it would have been worse or better. I feel like yes, that is the answer, but obviously we don't know.
I think that's so weird, though, to do that. I don't know.
Right.
I don't think it's a good idea, but
Nope. To throw a bunch of work. It seems just like it was a very messy production where like the limited AI of the animatronics was compensated for with things like the security bots, but it's like patching holes on band-aids rather than like beefing up the AI. And like it's like that to like how buggy and also how unoptimized it is at like 80 gigabytes, and like I can't run it on my laptop, and granted it's a laptop, but like, you know, it can run like Sims 4 and shit in Minecraft and shit like that, but like I open up Five Nights at Freddy's and it shuts down.
That's insane.
that reminds me of that one like video. It's like Robin from Teen Titans like trying to escape like a burning building. And it's like the roach in my PC when I tried loading up like anything.
I meant to Freddy's security breach.
Oh shit, I got kicked out, man.
Oh no.
Wait, let me join. Oh.
Please join.
It says you're in a match.
Oh, no.
It hasn't even matched us up yet, though.
Yeah, we're still like matching. That's so sad for.
Should we leave or?
I don't have the option to. We'd have to like close
You
our
play-
games.
You can play a match without me.
Okay.
That's so sad for. Okay, everybody leave the thing after this match so we can reset it up.
Okay. Well, Gummy, are you able to join, like...
Oh, or is Gummy able to like join queued up? I forget how it works.
It won't let me.
No. Right. You see, because I don't want it to like throw us into like another game. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might just have to go down to this next match.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. So I think if you guys tried leaving, it would like be like it'll penalize you.
Right, exactly.
Which is
No,
really
it's okay. Right, no, oh my gosh, though, I will admit that, like, once I was like, had a really good, like, strong victory on the horizon, and I was, like, pulling all of, you know, like, a lot of the team's weight, and it's whatever, and then it gets pushed back, and it was, like, total BS, and they choked us in, like, the last minute, and I waited until it got, like, 3 seconds still, and then I disconnected. I was like, oh my god, I'm so evil, but, that's the one time I've been petty. Other than that, I feel like the disconnect penalization system is a little whack, because 90% of the time, most people aren't disconnecting for those sorts of nefarious reasons.
I used to do that all the fucking time on 3DS when I would play Pokemon like Y or some shit.
God.
I would
Like right
and
when
I
they
would,
were about to beat you.
yeah, or I would also do that on Smash Bros. 3DS.
That's so great.
I was a little
And that-
petty.
It's a, cause like you're mad in the moment, but it does give you kind of a rush to know that like you've made them mad even for a moment. Like it's so bad, and that's why it's like kids at home don't do this, but you know, it's just like every now and then there's someone that really grinds your gears, and when you want to show them how it feels.
It's so true.
That being said, most of my disconnects with Splatoon have come from the servers.
Same.
We're getting kind of like choked. I'm not exactly I'm like, yeah, I'm day one Splatoon. I was about to say I'm not exactly a Splatoon expert.
Splatooner. Real Splatooners.
Real Splatooners be like,
I think of ink tastes spicy.
I hope so.
definitely. It looks like it's like buffalo sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
that's what I
like,
was thinking.
yeah, or like, what's it like? It's like buffalo ranch or something. So it's like a more
Right.
creamy one. I like those on chips. Those are good.
Yeah. There was this one popcorn place in my hometown, and my go-to mix from them was buffalo ranch and salt and vinegar popcorn together.
That sounds fucking amazing.
I implore you, if you ever come across like a typical like gourmet popcorn shop that like has like fucking multiple flavors like that, because like I've come across like 2 or 3. You know, I'm sure they have. You know, it's not like you can trademark salt and vinegar or buffalo. I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah. Some like baseline like flavors for like a
Right.
specialty.
That's good.
popcorn.
That's what I want to do. I want to be like Disney and copyright like freaking buffalo sauce.
Like, were you gonna say something?
No, I was just chuckling.
Yuck, yuck.
Yuck.
That's close.
Yeah.
Oh, we won.
Took it back at the end.
I like that
Oh.
the ink from Team Sweet looks like cake. Like, I don't know what it is, but it looks like cake. Like, I don't know, cream.
Is it the purple?
Yeah, it's the purple one.
It reminds me of like grape goober jam.
What is that? Sounds...
You know, goober is like jam and peanut butter, like jelly and peanut butter in the same. Like it's in like a peanut butter jar.
Oh.
They sell it at the store, but I like the word goober. I'm thinking of just Oh, I forgot to fucking or freaking disconnect.
Oh.
How do we disconnect?
Yeah. Hold on. Here. Hang on.
I feel like we should all just close our games now. It won't penalize you if you're not in a.
Yeah.
I'm closing my game because it won't penalize you if you're not in a match.
That's really funny. It makes you do that.
Right, like that the
Do you
cancel
think-
button only appears for like a small window of time. That's the real issue.
It's very long.
F.
Oh, sorry.
Gummy's taking a trip to Damington City. No, I'm kidding. I know it's because you're sick.
So what? I've never heard.
Do you guys
that
know about? Oh my gosh, it's this. There's this very charismatic gentleman on YouTube who gets faded in various locales. His name is Damien925, and he's taken the internet by storm. And he speaks in a very peculiar way. That's one of his isms, if you will.
I've never heard of him.
Oh my god. I'll drop in the group chat a link to this guy. But I'm logging back on to Splatoon.
Here, I'll make the room. There you go.
Oh my gosh, I just saw Fry with purple hair for the first time. She
Oh,
looks
I'd
good.
like. Yeah, I don't know why the thing on her head isn't also purple.
Yeah.
I thought it was a part of her hair this entire time.
Right.
For a second, when you said Fry, I thought you were talking about from Futurama. I was like, why does he have purple hair?
He's like, whoa, Bender, I've got purple hair.
Here, bite my shiny middle ass. That's probably what he would say, right?
That's definitely that's it. Right there.
There's a character in
The
Futurama.
bit.
There's a Futurama character with purple hair, right?
Yeah, Leela would then
Leela,
Leela
that's
would
her
come
name.
in and she'd be like, that's a nice color on you, Fry.
Good news,
I'm working out.
everyone!
I'm only in like
That's a really good.
two of
What's his fucking name? Shit. Sorry,
Professor
what?
Farnsworth.
Yeah, that's what it like. Exactly. What were you gonna say now?
No, it was a really good one. I was gonna say that I've only watched like a season of that. I'm still not deep into Futurama, but I know it's good.
Is it really that good? I just started. I thought it was really funny. I don't really remember much from it when I was younger.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's like the best thing ever, but I've heard it's good.
I like it. I started watching it sometime like last year, and I got like 4 seasons in, and I really liked it.
I've heard that there's a community of people who fall asleep listening to it, and they have a subreddit about it, about falling asleep listening to Futurama.
That sounds scary. What the hell?
Well, but it's not like that. It's because everybody agrees that it's like just very calming background noise because of like the soft conversational tone in which the characters speak.
Oh. Okay, that's a lot less creepy.
Right? No, it's just people that like. It's kind of funny that there's like a subreddit. It's just all people that are like, yeah, no, this is good stuff. So like, I haven't looked into it, but I heard people talk about that once.
Oh, Mike, we made a room.
I'm trying to join it, but it's not letting me.
I'm gonna find the Futurama sleeping subreddit.
Wait, what? Oh.
Futurama sleepers. Oh my gosh, I found it.
Wait, try now? Mike?
It's not saying that you're joinable, it just says online. I've been entering and exiting the place, but it's
So
not
whack.
letting me.
Hold on. Yeah, let me leave the room, then. Oops.
Honestly, it might be my Wi-Fi. It might just suck. I'm not actually home right now. I'm at someone else's house.
Ah, got it. You
Alright.
should grab your friend by the neck and say, "Make your Wi-Fi better." I'm sure it'll work.
Yeah, probably. I think that's a pretty good idea. I've always gotten places in life by chokeholding the people I love.
Right, even a good old like Mel Blanc screen.
If I stretch, like, enough, like in a really good spot in my back, I could do a Mel Blanc screen.
It just
I think Sean's heard it.
I'm like putting some spicy chips in my mouth. I'm gonna try to discreetly crunch them.
Out here crunching.
what should we do?
Do you hear it?
No. What'd
Okay,
you say,
good,
Sean?
good.
What should we do now? Like, should I rejoining the room?
Let me try leaving.
I think it's letting me join now.
Oh, wait, no one leave. Sean, join mine.
Yes!
Yeah, Sean, join.
I'm sorry, it just wasn't showing up for so long.
It's
Technical
okay.
difficulties.
It's a Nintendo staple.
Mm-hmm. 2 steps forward and 1 step back every single game.
When I was a kid,
Yeah.
because it's used as a gag in so many TV shows, I used to think that, like, technical difficulties weren't a real thing. It was just, like, an excuse that you said on television when something bad was happening and you had to turn off the camera, like on live television.
Yeah.
Because, like, in like, SpongeBob, for example, that's probably, like, a gag, right?
Oh,
Technical
I'm pretty
difficulties,
sure.
like, the news goes off or something. But obviously, things go wrong all the time with technology.
Like Max Headroom.
What's that?
You know what
He
that
was
is?
some guy that he hacked TV in the 80s and he had his own little thing. He had like a weird mask that made his face look all rubbery and plastic and it was weird.
I
This
don't know
is-
about that. That sounds like the exact sort of thing, though, that I'd love to go down a rabbit hole about. So, Max's Headroom, I'll definitely look that up later.
Yeah, Max Headroom.
It basically inspired almost every like kind of creepy broadcast analog horror thing.
Right. FNAF, VHS, Mandela catalog. Possibly in Michigan.
Oh, I think it might have. I think that one. I think it inspired that one.
Yep, that would make sense.
But yeah, it was just.
That one's from
it
the
just-
80s as well, or something like that. That kind of surprised me because, like, I had heard the music from it all over the internet, and it seemed very much like post-Jack Stauber type stuff, and then, like, finding out that it was actually, you know, decades earlier, and in a pre-internet era, it's like, wow, that's actually quite brave of that artist to put something so out there where all that you have to report on it is the traditional media cycle, which of course is gonna be like, this is a little odd.
Oh wait, no. Okay, something in Michigan. Oh, I just remember. No, I know what you're talking about now. No, I don't think that was inspired by Max Headroom. I was thinking
Right, of
some-
course, but I was talking about it. But right, I know what you mean, like YouTube era
Yeah.
stuff. But
Yeah.
right, it's, you know, just
Something
got me
Michigan
thinking
is
about
so
possibly in
fucking-
Michigan.
Something in Michigan is so fucking scary.
That was in the 80s? I thought that was a YouTube video.
Yeah, it was made like a long time ago. Fact check me on that. I don't know exactly the decade, but I believe like it existed in the pre-internet world.
That's insane. When I first heard
God.
that song, I really thought it was like a post Jack Stauber world.
Right? Ooh, someone's chasing me.
He had to be inspired by that, right?
Oh, definitely. That's another, we were talking about the map pad elitism. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. You got something to say, bro?
Oh no, I just said that. Yeah, definitely inspired by that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, sorry. I know that, like, my thought tangents get lost, so I was like, oh no, I don't want to, like, cuss off this thought tangent. Anyways, on, like, the map pad elitism type stuff, I felt a very similar way about, oh man, someone just got me off the special one. I felt a very similar way about Jack Stauber, actually, when he went TikTok viral, because I got into him in, like, February of, like, 17 or 18 or something like that, like, when his stuff started popping up on YouTube for the first time, and I'm really happy people are into him, and that's the good thing. That's a good thing that people are exposed, but at first I was like, man, all these people just know Buttercup, they don't know Jack Stauber.
He has so many other good songs.
Right. All of Hilo is an
Samantha.
amazing album,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it's like, it's very human to feel that sort of like hipster complex stuff. At the end of the day, it's always good to just like appreciate that the things that you like have gotten appreciation, because like that's always better than something going under the rug and then it's like nobody liked this and supported it.
I bet Germa like hipsters. I bet they have like they're like on cloud fucking like 20.
For sure. I have some friends that keep like I kept like elitistly being like, oh, I've never seen Germa, I will not watch a Germa video, just because like I know that like he's funny. I was just like, oh, I'll wait until it just happens, and then someone like tricked me into watching a Germa video, and so that's how it happened. But it was the one where he made the game that was like the castle, and he like I forget exactly what it was, but it was like, to my understanding, it was an experience that he made, and it was like he was walking up to a castle and uncovering like the secrets that were in the basement or something like that.
So Castle Brooklyn or something.
Probably, yeah.
I have no idea. Sean's like a German expert. I didn't start watching German until like this year. Because I think he hasn't. I think like the past like 2-3 years is like the most popular he's been getting.
Oh, certainly. I noticed a couple of years. Yeah, I noticed a couple of years ago starting to see him on Tumblr, and I was like, "Who is this?
Scary man.
Who's the scary man?" That one like smile picture of him that everyone's like memed to death. Where he's like the open mouth smile, right? I know you knew exactly what I was meaning. Well, it's kind of scary, honestly.
I knew his name for a while and stuff, but like I remember like a friend of mine sent that image, and I was like, no. A friend of mine told me about like Germa, and I was just playing dumb, and I was like, oh my god, is that the sus guy? And they got really upset.
Oh no, they were like, his name is Germa985.
Say his
Name correctly.
Don't think it, don't say it. Imagine the Bye Bye Man, but it's Germa.
He's scary. I think it's like other elitism, like. I kind of felt that way about Scott the Wasp for a little bit. It's such a weird thing to feel like elitist about.
No, that's so fair. It's funny, when I first got into Scott, I was just like, I literally just like clicked on it and his video in a very unironic way, like, okay, I'm gonna give this like YouTube video game guy a chance, and then as a 20-something from Ohio that grew up with the same era of consoles that he did, I'm like, I love you. So I totally get that. He's very unique. And he's got the comedic timing of a cartoon character in such a unique way that nobody else has captured.
I think he's just really good at editing. Oh, it's really cool. I also like that he's just able to be really informative, but also really entertaining at the same time.
Right, can make a video on like friggin' memory cards and make it entertaining. I felt very elitist about Hatsune Miku. I've been into her since 2011, and it was like one of my first like major hyperfixations. And I remember one year, it was like 2011, I dressed up as Rin Kagamine, the one of the twins with the bow, one of Miku's friends, for laymen who don't understand Vocaloid stuff. And I dressed up as her, but like Party City wig, like pop star outfit, like totally like closet cosplay. And I understand my mom was just excited for me or whatever, but she wanted me to explain to everybody who I was, so it was just torture going door to door, like, hi, I'm this thing, and I'd be like, what's that? And then I'd have to explain it. And so that like put in like I lived like my middle school experience having to explain like what Vocaloid was, what Miku was. So when she hit mainstream, I was really happy, but then like it's a double-edged sword because it is such like a high concept that some people like think it's one thing, or my biggest pet peeve, honestly, is when people discredit the actual producers and are like, Miku wrote this song, and it's like, no, somebody used her because she's an instrument. But or there's like an app game, Project Sekai, that's like Love Live, and it's lovely, but I feel like there's some conflation with how the characters are portrayed there and the fact that they're like actually mascots, and I don't know, it's a little odd because she's suddenly like really mainstream.
Yeah.
But once again, I'm just happy people know who the heck she is, because honestly, that's way better than like her fading into obscurity.
That's true. That's always better than the alternative.
Sorry, that was like a Miku tirade. Oh my gosh.
No, it's okay. I don't know too much about Miku, but I know a lot of my friends enjoy them and all the characters. Speaking of German Miku though, Germa actually likes Miku.
I know, I've seen that.
He's her biggest fan.
Right, Germa knows
like,
Miku
oh my god,
better than me.
He said that in a video, I think. Mike.
Yeah?
You ever feel elitist about like anything like you liked before it got popular?
I'm not sure. You have to think about that.
I'm imagining.
Well,
you,
it's
like,
hard because a lot of the things I like, or a lot of the things I like, just have not become popular that much. Really, I like a lot of things that kind of just end up staying a little bit obscure. Even things that get like sequels later on the line. Like, I love Psychonauts so much. That's like my favorite game series of all time, and it even got like a second game in 2020, I think it released, and that game is like my favorite game of all time. But nobody really talks about it at all. Like, sometimes I see a few people talk about it, but it still very much feels like a thing
Niche.
that most people... Yeah, it still feels pretty niche. I think a lot of the things I think about that I have, like, extreme interest in are kind of niche, I guess. I don't know.
I get that.
Although I
Yes,
remember...
Psychonauts.
I'm sorry.
I haven't played that. No, I was just gonna say I haven't played that game, but I saw only like one or two artists that I follow that like. I actually only one actually that, and I didn't know what it was, and then I knew because of that, but I have yet to check it out. I've heard it's good.
I heard it's really good.
I have the first one. It was on sale for $2.
What were you saying, Mike?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I remember a couple years ago begging all my friends to watch Breaking Bad because it was some kind of undiscovered TV show that nobody knew about, and then of course it's on the internet all over and nobody can seem to get away from it. But I like that. I mean, it is a great show. I'm glad more people are seeing it. I mean, it's not like the most niche thing ever. Like, when it was going on,
Yeah.
people still held it as this amazing show.
It was getting like
But
Emmys
before
and
then-
shit. Oscars,
Sure.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really interesting how that show of all things has really captured the internet zeitgeist right now.
I
For
think
a long time too.
Yeah.
Considering, you know, as far as these trend cycles go.
Well, I think, it was really popular, but I think it was, like, popular with a lot of, like, people way older than us.
Right.
But, like, now it's starting to get popular with, like, the millennials and zoomers and shit.
Right. And I
Which is
feel
really
like also
cool.
the fact that it has a spin-off show that can satiate people when they finish one also helps. Better Call Saul.
I think isn't it, like, on Netflix or something?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't
It
know.
is.
It's-
I think it is.
Oh, that also might explain why it's, like, researching.
Mm-hmm.
They even had the movie at one point, the El Camino.
There's a
El
movie?
Camino Christmas.
Yeah, there's a movie.
Cool.
Wait, does that have to do with Breaking Bad?
Yeah, El
Because-
Camino is right after the series.
Because, okay, wait, there's this one movie that on Netflix, it's called El Camino Christmas, and it's like about like a hostage situation at a convenience store.
Ooh, it's not that movie.
Right, because that's a really bizarre movie that I have a strange tradition of watching with my dad because we think it's really absurd. So I was like, what? That's Breaking Bad? So sorry, different El Camino.
That sounds weird though, that it's Christmas and it's a hostage at a convenience store.
Yeah, so it's like really convoluted, but basically there's a guy on the run and he runs into the convenience store and the corrupt sheriff comes in and they create a hostage situation with everybody that's in there because they're like standing off and it's hours in the you know, troopers outside can't see what's going on inside. It's a whole mess, but it's kind of an interesting watch and like it's bad, but it's, you know, it's kind of so absurd because like, you know, it's Christmas and like freaking what's his name? Not Bill Murray, but one of those like 40-year-old dude dads where it's like, it's not Bill Murray. It's freaking. I have to look this up. I have to look up who this guy is. No, it's no. Oh my gosh, I can't recall who this guy is. But it's like I know him and I know his face. It's like, it's not. I'm looking this stuff up right now. I'm sorry. I'm like El Camino Christmas cast. Okay, cast. I'm so mad about this. Tim Allen! Tim Allen!
That is in the same like square of like celebrities, like dad kind of guys.
Right. You understand why I was like mad that I couldn't summon his name. So I was like, I definitely know who the hell this is. Okay, yeah, so and Tim Allen was then, because the guy is in town because he's looking for his father, and it turns out to be Tim Allen, of course, who's this drunkard that he befriends in like the first 20 minutes of the movie. And also he like needlessly sacrifices himself at the end. He like goes out and gets shot for like no reason. They're like, put your hands down, and then he just like keeps drinking his beer and like just like obstructs it for like no reason. Like his son is like, no, please don't do that, please don't go outside and do that for no reason. And it's just really silly and stupid. El Camino Christmas.
I think I got disconnected.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's because we were talking about Tim Allen.
Oh wait, I don't think it was me. I didn't get penalized. Did you guys get kicked?
I got kicked.
Yeah.
Wait, Neb, were you around while you were like looking that up?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't get penalized?
No, I didn't get penalized either.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if it maybe timed you out, because today you went to go type it up real quick.
No, I was playing, I was only typing for like 2 seconds. I had to open up my computer, which is next to my gaming monitor.
I remember one time I was like playing Mario Kart and I had to go throw something out in the like something across my room to the trash. It kicked me out.
So,
it was so annoying.
Yeah, you have to like, if you don't click anything for a while,
Sometimes it feels like you could go like a whole hour without touching it and it won't kick you out. Other times it feels like, oh, if you don't touch your button in the next like 3 seconds, you're kicked out. I'm exaggerating, but like you get what I mean. It feels not consistent.
Sometimes I'm touching all my buttons and I still get kicked out.
What? Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I forgot to press ready.
We gotta
join the room.
Sean, I forgot to ask you, is there anything you feel elitist about, like, knowing? Is it Germa?
I got into the news starting to get pretty popular, so, I mean, I guess it is weird to see, like, TikTok fan cams and, I don't know, all these, like, YouTube, compilation clips. Because we were talking about that, like, a while ago, about how people started doing that with, Moist Critical. Just, like, making money off of these, like, clips, and that's starting to happen with Germa a lot.
Oh, like those YouTube accounts that just upload, like, fucking, like...
Blank being blank for 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, or, like, an hour of just unedited Germa streams.
Yeah. Well, they usually won't be unedited.
Germa fails compilation.
Or like Germa clips that like make me question his sanity or some dumb shit like that.
It took me a long time to figure out that YMS Clips was actually affiliated with YMS. Sorry, what were you saying?
Or Germa being a serial killer or something like for 5 minutes or some shit. Germa,
providing the nuclear launch codes for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Also, this
We're getting
battle looks like,
eviscerated.
but this looks like fucking Nickelodeon.
Is this our first time fighting Team Salad?
I think.
Yeah.
So.
It's like ketchup and mustard type beat.
Wasn't that a Splatfest?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I know they've done like cats and dogs for sure.
That's cool. Also, yeah, looking at the map, it looks like Nickelodeon. It's cool. I like that.
Oh my god, yes, it does with like the like 2000s Nick.
Did any of you ever wanted to eat like the Nickelodeon slime?
Yes.
I know I did. Awesome.
Just didn't look like it would taste bad.
Technically, you could if you went to the hotel where the water park is all like slime. You could probably eat that kind of slime. I think the other real kind would make you sick.
Right, but I don't. That got closed.
Yeah, I wish it didn't.
Mr. Kevin Defunctland did a good video on it.
You said his whole legal name.
That's what I like to refer to him as. That's another thing that's we're elitist about Defunctland. I've been watching Defunctland since his first upload. He used to like my comments. I used to comment on like his uploads and.
Oh, that's sweet.
Right, I've been following Mr. Kevin Defunctland since day one, and I'm so glad that people are into him.
Oh, I was gonna say, like calling him like Mr. Defunctland's like Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Right, no, that's exactly why I like doing it, is because that's one of my favorite gags from him, and also because he has a stupid little fun stage name, Kevin Perjurer. That's definitely not his real name, so I call him Mr. Kevin Defunctland because I know that he's Kevin and he does Defunctland, and also it's funny. It's like Sans Undertale type stuff. I love that naming convention, like character source material.
Oh, yeah. That's what German 985 sounds like to me.
Right.
Mr. Gummy Show.
I have a friend who just calls me Gummy Show.
Gummy Skulls Gummy Show.
It's funny.
Probably.
But yeah. Oh wait,
Wait.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Mike?
Yeah, Mike. What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say I probably wouldn't be able to do many more rounds. Not only is my Switch dying, but I also, like I said, am at someone's house and have to go back out into the world soon.
That's fair. Yeah, you play as many roads as you want left. Like,
Well, I'll see how many I can do until my Switch dies.
oh, okay.
Race against the clock. Also, I really like your little Sona guy.
Yeah, he's cute. I need to draw him sometime.
Oh, mine?
Yeah!
I've never, like, I hadn't seen it before, so I was just saying, like, it's nice.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yes. Actually, I just tell lies, so listen that. I'm kidding.
Oh,
That is so mean. Evil.
okay then.
So, if someone says something that's, like, really important, and they're like, by the way, I only tell lies. It's like... that guy in Labyrinth always made me really mad. So, like, do you know what I'm talking about? There's this scene in the movie Labyrinth where there's a guy and he's like, one of us tells the truth and one of us is lying, but it's like a paradox because he could be lying about the fact that one of them is lying and telling the truth, or he could be telling the truth about the fact that one of them is telling the truth and one of them is lying. That just makes my brain hurt.
I mean, my
Who says that, David Bowie?
Yes, yes.
That's what I thought.
Dance, magic, dance.
Why do they make cough drops taste so tasty? And then they make like... Huh?
No, I'm just laughing in disbelief at why do they make cough drops so tasty? Sorry, and then...
Sorry, because I just put one in my mouth to stop coughing. But like they make like cough syrup taste absolutely nasty. I do not understand how people get addicted to Robitussin. It's so yucky.
Yeah, it's gotta be a good feeling, because, yeah, no, I hate that flavor, too.
That's why I always mix it with some Sprite and put it in a double cup, and then
You're
color
not
it
supposed
purple.
to. Oh!
Thank you, Mike. Great tutorial.
Thank you for giving us the
you know, guys, you know what the sweet
Wait, is that really it?
the sweet ink looks like.
No, wait a minute.
I know it's like Robert Tessin and Sprite. Oh my god, I'm probably
Please.
We shouldn't be saying this.
I'm sorry.
It's probably illegal to give out the. I actually don't know, but I was gonna say I always.
You can't. So here you cannot. You would need a prescription to obtain said things. So children out there can't just needlessly get said supplies. So just do not mess around with that stuff. PSA.
Oh, so it's more than just that and like Sprite?
Well, I'm just saying. Well, right. Well, I'm just saying that it's not something that you would easily be able to access. So.
Oh.
It's not something. It's not like we're teaching people like how to, like, I don't know, make a bomb out of household supplies or something horrible like that. But no, still not good. No condone. Bad. I was using my words carefully. I don't want to say anything that is worse than what I already said.
Whoa, we killed them. Oh my god.
We did with the power of. This is us destroying Lean. Sorry.
Lean? What is lean? I was just talking about how to make the cough syrup go down better.
Exactly.
I like that pose. Wait, who did that one? I think that was Mike. I like
was it the Frieza pose?
Yeah.
I could actually finish this catalog. Didn't finish the last one.
Wait, why two people on the team got 0 pain?
What the hell?
Maybe that's why we beat them so easily. They maybe had 2 disconnects.
Oh, I feel horrible. Oh well, a win is a win.
I feel
also, their
awesome
team's sweet, so
won.
they can take that.
Yeah, they'll be
Also,
okay.
yeah, Mike, feel the win.
It doesn't matter if it was a completely unbalanced win, as long as we win. That's all that matters in the end.
That was me choking all the newbies on Christmas days.
All the people that just got the game and will never play it again because you absolutely destroyed them.
Right, it's like, I feel like it was the best time to destroy newbies because this is the year that the game came out. So like, people are gonna get it for Christmas, but this is like the year that all the kiddos are gonna get it for Christmas.
Yeah. And they will know the taste of defeat as soon as they get the game.
Well, everybody in the like lobby was like making jokes about mauling toddlers. It was kind of funny.
That's funny as fuck. There was some that was really funny. It was like them telling, like, oh, new players, fucking something about steel heads. Oh, you could take them head on or something. Just making them die.
Just sabotage the same one though. Like, I don't care who you are. I want our whole team to win.
But like, think about it. You're fucking up other people's
It is
salmon
funny.
run.
It is funny. I haven't gotten into like VIP and Salmon Run, but I've heard that the balancing gets pretty whacked with like the weapons and the later executive VIPs or whatever.
Oh. I'm not sure. I don't play a lot of Salmon Run. Barely at all. I only play Turf War.
Only play Salmon.
I have like, I don't know how many hours in this game, but like, I only play Turf War. It's really funny.
How would you rate the Salmon Run in this game? Someone said that they played Salmon Run.
Yeah, I exclusively play Salmon Run, really.
Really?
Right.
It just looks stressful to me.
I like
love
it because there's a lot of like teamwork.
Yeah, it's more stressful when I'm fighting against other people, but when it's just like AI, I think it's like chill. You know, you're all working together and trying to stop the enemy. And I think
I only really like Salmon Run if I'm in a call with like 3 other people playing the same game.
sometimes your teammates can screw you over.
I'd be spamming this way.
Haha, for real. It gets a lot easier, honestly, as you level up, because when you're in the beginning ranks, sometimes people don't even know how to like take out most of the bosses, and you just kind of gotta carry your team for a little bit. But then once you start getting the higher levels, it's like everybody knows what they're doing, and everybody can take their own initiative and take the enemies out how they want to.
Also, they're kicking our ass.
Yeah, no, I'm just jumping into death over and over again, my bad.
Constant bombs and
Me too.
special
Oh my god.
Oh lord. Thinking the fast.
Typical spicy team.
Seriously.
Yeah, I don't think Shiver's winning shit this Splatfest, but you know what? I kind of get it. I think Fry and Big Man
Deserves a
little
win.
more. Yeah.
From Futurama definitely deserves a win.
Didn't like Shiver win like 3 times in a row?
Yeah.
I feel like people are just down bad.
For Shiver?
Yes!
She looks like a 12-year-old boy.
I mean the TikTok teenagers are down bad for
No.
Shiver.
No, oh, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not me, but like...
No, I know, I was just saying, though.
Right, no, I agree, they kind of give me, like, emo teenager vibes, but, like, I've always been a Marie enjoyer since day one. I would take Marie out for a lovely dinner, and then she would decline my invitation to have a second date, and that's okay.
Has this happened before? Is that why you know exactly what would happen?
I think
Right, she remains silent.
I think Marina's cute.
She is. I also like Callie though. Sorry, I thought you meant. I forgot that Marie and Marina. But those are 2 different characters. I know who Marina is, obviously.
Yeah, I think
They're just,
Marina's like the most human-looking like idol.
Yeah,
Cause she doesn't look as stylized. As,
it's
like,
because she doesn't have the mask that the Inklings have.
Yeah, that's true.
I like all of them except Shiver and Fry.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer the other designs so much more that Shiver and Fry, like, they're fine. I don't mind them, but I don't like them as much as the other ones.
I
like,
think
by a
I respect
pretty big
that.
margin.
I think Marina and Pearl outshines them a lot. So like
They
whatever
were just
comes
so
after,
good, right?
yeah. So whatever comes like afterwards is hard to follow up, in my opinion.
Plus the integrations, we've
Exactly.
yet to see how the DLC, if there is any that has story, will pan out, like an Octo Expansion 2.0, but the way that they were integrated into the DLC story was so, like, seamless, and, like, how they fit in with, like, the broader narrative with the Squid League Splatoon, whereas, while the story of 3 makes sense, it was, and it felt like they were kind of just there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hope they
like
do
a
a
horrible
Octo
thing.
expansion.
I do like that Fran, Shiver, and Big Man are kind of like the villains. For
No,
like,
I like that too.
2 seconds. It's
I wish
funny.
they had been more. That's what I'm saying. I wish they had been like more of a focus, or like or like maybe like that had Grizz had like hired them to keep off threats in exchange for treasure or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you finish story mode?
No, but I watched all the cutscenes. I got really frustrated
you
at one.
did.
I got really frustrated at a sniper level. It's like, I'm not fucking playing this. Because at the time I had Drift. I was like, okay, that's not even worth it right now.
Still haven't beaten after Alterna. That's the only thing I have left.
I got a new controller, so I might go back eventually to play, because some of the levels look really fun.
But you don't have to beat all the levels to beat story mode. Like, you could have skipped that one.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want the max level hero stuff and those badges, sure, but Yeah, just do the story mode. You don't need to do everything. You just need to reach a bare minimum of. You just need to be able to clear all the fuzz.
I might
My sweats died.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
I'm so sorry, Mike.
Well, I'm sorry if it disconnects you.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, hopefully you can win without me.
Maybe. But thank you for joining me, Mike.
Well, thank you for inviting me. It was a fun time. I always love splooning with you.
You too.
Thank you. I hope all of you had a wonderific and fantastical, whimsical night.
You too. You guys should follow Mike. Keep my boy. He's on the thing on screen.
Heck yeah!
Night.
Thank you, Mike.
His art's awesome.
Thank you!
Really cool.
Alright. I'll see you later, everyone. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I think we're gonna win.
Did we?
If it
My thing froze, did we?
It froze too. It froze.
if
It's
it
game.
disconnects, it doesn't count. This would be so funny.
That'd be funny. I need to stop waving every time I somebody leaves a call. I keep doing
Patient
that.
error has occurred. Oh,
We ain't win shit.
it's
Why would it
okay.
even count that? This is the end.
It's okay.
Damn.
I'll just rejoin.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Wait, count it. Wait, what? It counted this as a defeat, but it didn't properly add up the amount of pain. That's very strange.
See that? That's so whack. I'm screenshotting this right here. This is proof that the sweet victory is a fraud.
Oh, also I made the
Okay, I will join.
spicy defender.
We gotta be defending spice.
I can't do yippies. Ugh. Wait.
Yippee!
That was really good. But
Yippee!
Sean,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to put something over Mike.
Oh,
Oh, I can't play. Your previous online play session didn't end naturally, so we're gonna have to drop the hammer on you. Make sure your internet isn't messed up and try again later. Minutes remaining 9.
that was you?
9?
I got the ban hammer for 9 minutes.
That is a lot. Oh my god. Is it like just worse during
I guess because it was at the
SPLATFEST?
end. Man,
Does it penalize you more for Splatfests?
No, it's because I've disconnected. I've been disconnected a few times, but like not because of me. But like, it would say like, oh, you know, we're gonna get you one day. And I always wondered, when are they gonna do it? And I guess finally.
I'm so sorry. Sean, can you put this over Mike? Yeah, we haven't used this in forever. People leave a call.
Right. I'm having a good time though. We're defending the space. If you guys want to play some rounds in the meantime, feel free.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's gonna be 9 minutes. That's enough time for a few splat rounds.
Yeah,
At
that's
least
like-
one.
That's like 2, I think.
Right, definitely.
Okay. Alright.
I can like spectate the stream or whatever.
So
You're on Twitch TV/Gummy Skull, right?
Yeah, oh, well, it's 2 underscores. Now. Underscores.
Got it.
Yeah.
Disconnected.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
I just realized that my Twitter bio says I'm 21 and I turned 22 like a couple months ago. Whoopsie.
I keep forgetting to update shit like that.
I always feel like I'm lying, and I'm like, no, I'm not lying. Alright, I'm watching an ad, and then I'll be able to watch your lovely stream from the back end.
Oh, I put it on the Oops.
My goodness. You put the rip on me!
I was like half paying attention. Alright, now it's in the right spot.
It's not entirely inaccurate though, all things considered. Also, I have to say, I have to acknowledge, I'm sorry for encroaching on your green territory. Gummy, with... No, I know that doesn't mean, but like, every now and then, like, when I'm designing characters like this, and I think about other people's characters, it's like, I know it's not like that, but like, for example, back to Hatsune Miku, I promise this is relevant, one of my first OCs was a Vocaloid OC, but because all the Vocaloids were so heavily color-coded, it's like, I felt like I had to make mine orange, just because it was the only major color that hadn't been claimed yet. Mm-hmm. And so it's like that stuff is like, I had this like bad habit of like, accommodating people that wouldn't even really care about the design because I wanted to like mesh with it. And that's part of the reason why I redesigned NetBunny, is because he used to be made to fit with some previous people's designs, and I'm not really affiliated with or friends with them anymore, so it just doesn't, you know, made me a little bit sad. So I was like, alright, let's make it more reflective of where I am now. But then I was like, I was looking at the stream image and I'm like, no, you made him green, and Gumby's gonna think you're stealing his green. I know that's not true. It's just like the hyperbolic voice.
I get it.
But like, I know as like an adult, it's like, that's not it, but like, do you relate to like, as a kid, it's like, no, this thing needs to be this color because of like arbitrary reasons. Man,
no,
creating
I
OCs when you're 12 was so different.
Yeah. I get it though with the color thing.
Did you guys... Oh, sorry, what were you gonna say, Sean?
I used to never like coloring stuff. As a kid, like, I just wanted to sketch it out. I never like thinking about coloring.
Fair, that's totally fair.
I love color. I still do. That's probably still my favorite part.
I like doing it too. I remember I got in trouble in kindergarten because I colored in 2 different directions. And it's just like, what?
Like, what?
Because like when they teach you how to color in kindergarten, they want you to like go up and down vertically or side to side horizontally, but I would like interchange between the two and just, you know, color. But it looks less neat, you know?
That was such a weird thing to teach kids.
I know, right? And that's what my
skills.
mom stood up for me, don't worry, because she met with the teachers or whatever, and she was like, look, that's ridiculous, and all that jazz. She was great, but, you know, it's just, it is a little funny, right? And it's like, little do they know that, like, you're gonna grow up to, you know, like, drawing a lot. I do a lot of coloring, and I color in any which way I desire.
I use the fill tool.
That is so valid.
I'm lazy. I like coloring. I'm more like choosing the colors than actually like, you know, coloring. You know what I mean?
Same.
I love a fucking nightmare.
I don't like actual painting, like real paint.
It's so hard.
Oh, it's unforgiving.
The only thing I want to make is cast when I'm still intimidating. I have like I have a little paint set upstairs to like start using.
Right, because there's the expectation it has to look like recognizable.
Yeah, it's like my fucking motor or.
Since I've done anything.
Mhm.
Right. What sort of medium? What paint?
I'm gonna use acrylics, but also watercolor.
I prefer watercolor.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started painting, I only did acrylics. They all look like shit, but I do prefer that the colors look stronger. But watercolor feels so better to control. Does that make sense? I don't know.
I definitely feel it. I
It
haven't
feels
caught
less
my groove.
permanent.
Yeah, I haven't caught my groove with watercolors. I actually did, the last time I did watercolors was the little doodle I did for your birthday, and I was mad because I did a good, like, purple wash, and I had this idea for, like, accents in the corner. And they came out just so, like, yellow and muddy, and I was like, oh, but it's like, you can't, like, it's mixed media sketchbook paper, like, I can't, if I add too much more water, it's just gonna, like, fucking destroy the paper. But then I was traveling, and there was this lady, and she was making conversation with me, and she seemed to be kind of just delighted at, like, the fact that I was watercoloring, and it reminded me that, like, it is, you know, that these things are, it's fun and relaxing and cool to do these things, and, like, we as artists think of our things in one way very critically, but then forget that, you know, just through the merit of being a nice little picture, it still pleases people.
Yeah, I love that drawing a lot. I look at it once in a while. It's really
Aw.
cute.
But watercolors, I like them, but right, it's like they can be a little tricky sometimes. I respect that you prefer them though.
I guess it's more of I've gotten used to it so much that I have like acrylic paints that I have not touched in years because I've just gotten used to the watercolors. I really would like to get into pastels. When I was a caricature artist, they gave me pastels.
Oh, did you do caricature art at like a theme park or something?
Yeah, really hard job. It kind of ruined how I drew for a while though, fortunately, because they made you. Yeah, they didn't let you hold pens like how you usually hold pens. You know what I mean?
Right.
They made you like, you know, when you were like a kid and you first grab like a pen or marker.
This is probably the way I actually hold it now because yeah, I hold my. That's the funny thing is that's actually how I hold my pen. And I remember my 4th grade teacher was like, "You're gonna get to college and your professors are gonna talk faster than you can write notes. You're gonna get carpal tunnel." Like she was like instilling all these fears in me because of like the bad way that I hold my pencil. And I should hold it a different way. I should hold it the right way, but it like hurts because it's like not what I was trained to do. So I understand the drama of holding the. I thought you meant that it changed the way you drew, like in a stylistic way. That it like you tried to draw and all you can draw is like a caricature.
That'd be scary. But yeah, it just, you know, I'm used to drawing with like how like a majority of people do it.
Like so the like pen like point like index finger thingy. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, the fancy way is what I call it. Like I don't know. That's how I think of it as. But I you know, having to like relearn everything is really hard. Also, it kind of ruined my eyesight because I have these big like wide boards, right? They're white, like, and because you know I'm working outside, the sun hits it, and it makes this stuff like shine on my eyes, so it kind of like hurts. And so the markers are extremely like thick and black, and so when I was at home, like when I'm like home and I'm in my room like, with a light and I'm like drawing with a pencil, it looked too light, as if I couldn't see it. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Actually, I haven't drawn with graphite in years. I was forced like once. I was on like we went on a cruise ship to celebrate my sister's graduation or something like 4 years ago, and I'd say or something. That's what it was. Sorry, I'm not to imply I don't know why we were on the boat, but all I had brought with me was a sketchbook and some pens. I forgot to bring any pencils, and so I forced myself to draw with, you know, non-erasable materials. And at first, you know, I kind of lamented it, but I really like it because it forces you to be a lot more gestural and trust your drawings a lot more. And also that pigment, baby. I could never go back to graphite after that pigment. So now all my sketchbooks, like, they're sketchbooks, but they're really full of like marker pen and paint pen art.
What's pigment? That's like how dark it is?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I would draw with a regular pencil, because I still use, like, number 2 pencils and shit, because, when I was in high school, all I would do is just, every alone, like, pencil I see, and I just had a giant, for, like, the 4 years that I have not bought, like, a new pack of pencils in, like, I don't know, 5 years, maybe.
Wow, you are like the opposite of me. I would always go to school and find a pencil.
That's what I mean.
It's not the opposite, but yeah, I know, but like I wouldn't hold on to them. I'd always end up losing it and needing to like start back from square one. Using the system differently.
But like every like lonely number 2 pencil, I would snatch it up. No one would like care. People would sometimes come to me, like, I know you got like extra pencils, give me some. It's like, alright.
So now I know you got the goods. Let me see if I can join now.
You should be, but I think it's been 9 minutes.
It says that you're in a match.
Oh. Hold on.
He used to let you join in this.
Maybe because it's a Splatfest.
It says in a match in red text. It might, it might also just be because, like, it's mad at me, or maybe it's not letting me.
It's not letting, I think I have to play this round, because I'm pressing match menu, and it's not giving me the option to leave.
That's what happened to me, like, locks you into it immediately.
I feel like it wasn't like this last Splatfest. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. I probably got, like, another, like, 30 minutes in me.
Alright, who's in this team? But yeah, pastels, the pastels they gave us were super easy to use, and now that, like, I'm, like, like, at home by myself and shit, I tried using other pastels, and they're extremely hard to, like, draw with. I don't know how people do it.
They're very messy.
They are.
I tried to mess around with them in high school because they were in the art studio and have these really like messy, muddy looking pastel drawings of like Pearl from Steven Universe. I found like, it's funny, a lot of that art, it was like Steven Universe or Undertale art my freshman year of high school. And I found like a bunch of it recently, and it was just like a painting of Sans. And I'm like, wow, this is really raw. It's not like a painting on canvas, like on paper, like a painted sheet of paper, and it's just cut. Only Sans is cut out. He's not like in any sort of background. It's just like waist up Sans 3/4 profile, and he's got like a Steven Universe smile. You know, like the grin, but it's like the sausage with the lines through it.
Yeah.
Right? He was totally like, I love that picture where it's like Steven Universe and he's dying of cancer and he turns into Sans from Undertale.
Wait, give me 1 second.
Thank you, Steven, after not surviving. And then Gems looks so sad in the background, but he's still just smiling. It's so silly and dark and dumb, but also like back to MatPat, Sans' Nest. What were your thoughts as a longtime MatPatter on Sans' Nest?
Very strange.
I was really, that was like one of the only times I remember like watching the video and like kind of getting upset. Like I didn't say anything, I didn't leave any comments, but I was like watching and I was like, no. Like, it wasn't just a theory. Because the thing is, at that point in time, I didn't really fully realize that he didn't necessarily believe all the theories he made, that he could possibly just be making some of them for content. So I was like, kind of like, a little bit upset that like I really trusted this guy's analytical opinion and he seriously thinks this guy is a fucking freaking Starman from and Ness from Earthbound, because there was like enough evidence that like it's not completely far-fetched, that like I can see how someone like him would believe that, but it's also so freaking ridiculous.
It was pretty sick. I think
Right.
I might have like bought into it for like a tiny bit of fun.
Right, because the thing is, like, with the fact that Toby made an Earthbound derivative fan game that is baked into Undertale through Megalovania, like, there are connecting pieces here that I can see how someone could reach this, but we're still stretching a little bit. But that's what made it such like a moment, rather than it just being like out of nowhere, like
Sean,
you know,
leave
Mark.
the room.
Okay.
I guess so, yeah.
I'm gonna make another room, but I'll be back real quick. While we
Okay.
close.
Okay. Is there anything you can do with shells other than use the like gold gumball machine? Or is that like it's in use?
That's just expanding use. I don't think. Where's the room? They're gonna come back and be like, "Hey guys, you ready?" Oh, there it is.
Is the room open?
Yes, it's open now. I thought that it wasn't. I was gonna make a joke like they're gonna be like, "Hey guys, enjoying the room," and we'd be like, "We were locked out." I saw this video on the internet where someone was locked out of their house and they didn't leave the window locked, so they sent their toddler inside to unlock it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's really smart."
Did their toddler successfully unlock it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But I mean, he got a little sidetracked. But the mom was trying to like, you know, take this chair and push it to the door. Oh, I just got kicked out because the multiplayer maps got updated.
Man, Splatoon is not giving us a break.
We love that. I guess now we do get to make my little joke.
Your little joke. What's your little
Oh, well, I was joking like, oh, that we'd be locked out of the room that
yeah,
Gummy that they forgot to set it up. Right,
Yeah.
but that it dipped now because of the update. So I'm like, oh, haha.
Jokes on us.
The yoke's on us.
Ooh. I'm trying to remember if I'd like seen the Sans' Nest theory before or after playing it. Like how long after the game came out did you make that?
I think it was like 2015 or 16, so it had to be within like the same year. I want to say it was like the game launched in September 2015. I want to say this is like January 2016 type stuff. I'm gonna fact check right now. Let's find out when the video came out. And I'm curious to see how close or far I'm gonna be. Ness is Sans. February 9th, 2016. Wow, that's a pretty good guess.
I guess I would have seen
Oh,
it
yeah.
after playing. I think I played on the same year it came out.
Yep. I remember I love Undertale. I love it. I'm actually experiencing like an Undertale Deltarune fixation right now. But like, there's a point in like 2016 where I got like Undertale'd out, where it was like frozen, where I was like, I'd seen it way too many freaking places, way too many people talking about it, and I don't want to associate with it anymore. I remember I begrudgingly was like, the music is still good. The music's good. I've never ever thought the music wasn't good, but I was like hard in the heart about it for like a year or like a year and a half or something, and then like I want to say it's when they came out with the Switch version, the collector's edition. I got that because I was like, oh well, man, I gotta get that, and I replayed it, and I was like, man, this game is amazing. What was I freaking talking about?
You get like fatigue from.
It's because it really exploded in popularity, and I mean, good for it. But because the fatigue, I got into it that September it dropped. So by the time the waves had gone through the internet, it was like, you know, and also children being children, which is loving something earnestly and bless their heart, and I love that for them because I did the same thing with my stuff. But of course, you know, children can be really passionate about something they want or they like, and it's just like Frozen, it's just like the oversaturation.
Yeah.
And it's like I couldn't take it as seriously at that point in time because I was kind of jaded about that, but you know.
Yeah, it's funny because I got into it while it was like already very popular, and I think after I beat it I would like look up playthroughs and stuff, and I kept seeing like Papyrus Final Boss, AU, and like
right.
I had no idea what AU meant, so I thought it was all just in the game. And so there'd be like,
alternate universes with Undertale really took off.
Yeah, and there'd be like fake like gameplay videos, but I didn't know they were fake, so but they'd be like kind of badly spelled, and like visuals would be kind of weird, and it was just like, why is this in the game? It was so confusing.
Some of them were like slightly uncanny in like the way that the sprites were.
Yeah.
Right. I remember like one or two like Kara boss fights that were kind of like that. But I actually made an Underswap Undyne's Lab theme for the Underswap AU, just like based on that.
Oh, yeah.
And it got ripped by somebody and re-uploaded to YouTube, and I think it's still up there. And I even like left a salty comment on it when I was like 16 or 17, like, hi, this is mine, and I didn't give you permission to upload it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's got more views than the SoundCloud upload, and of course I don't really care, but it's just like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's lame.
It's not even that good. It starts really weak. And because it's so, I was taking the Spear of Justice, you know, them dun 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 dun, and trying to make it like the, you know, the awkward, like, kind of slow start of the Alpha's theme. So I like end up just slowing down the tempo a bunch, and it's like dun 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 dun, like just like that. But then it does drop like 45 seconds in with like a cool little part that I'm still really quite proud of, even all these years later. And so, I don't know, I'll drop a link or something. But I did that. I did a few other like remixes or music variants like that. I loved playing around with the music in that way.
Yeah.
It's a great soundtrack.
It really is. What do you like better, Undertale's soundtrack or Deltarune's so far?
I say Deltarune is definitely an improvement, and we don't have the full soundtrack. Obviously, we only have 2 chapters out of 7, but I feel like Undertale is so classic and timeless, but I feel like Deltarune, in all aspects, both in music and visuals and gameplay, shows like how Toby is able to improve upon these concepts that he introduced.
Yeah.
Like the battle system, I love it so much.
I think the battle theme is probably my favorite song.
The battle theme itself, right, is so bumping, and then the system, like with the TP and being able to control all 3 characters and the different ways that acts and items, and you know, you can go about solving problems in so many different ways than vanilla Undertale, Act Mercy, you know, whatever the heck. But right, it's tough to say because there's some really, really great ones in Undertale. But I will never, if somebody's like, my favorite Undertale track is the like monster fighting theme, like the dun 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 dun. I'll be like, no. That stuff gets on my nerves, honestly, quite because I just hear it so much when you play through Undertale.
Yeah, you can't really.
You go through so many encounters. I did not feel that way with Rude Buster. Every time Rude Buster comes on, I'm like, I love the like pseudo 7/4 timing. It's got it's got to be intentional with the prophecy and Susie, Chris, and Rousey, but it's got a real 1, 2, 3, you know, and it's beat. And it's like, I like the slight delay. It's not like 1, 2, 3. It's like 1, 2, 3. Like, you know, like we got a little bump, ba-dum, bump, 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 ba-dum, bump. Like,
Yeah, it's so catchy.
it's so good. It's so good. I'm not a music person. I don't have the vocabulary to articulate what I hear.
Yeah.
I'm watching you like stamp around right now.
I'm making little patterns. Hey.
Hey, the map's updated, so we got kicked.
I made a new room.
Sweet.
So I ate a
Oh, it's all good.
sandwich. And then I started coughing really bad. Oh.
Oh no. We were talking about Undertale and Deltarune soundtracks.
Yep.
Sounds cool.
Still
I don't know
Yeah.
too much about it. I will not. I wish I could, Sean. I watched
keep, like, nagging you
one.
about it, but I know you want to like wait till.
I've watched one game. I've watched one like playthrough of it by the Game Grumps in like 2015. Does that not count enough, Sean?
Say,
Yeah.
I know the one you're talking about, the Steam Train one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that playthrough.
I like the voices they did. At least from what I remember, it's been.
That is fair. That is fair. I
years.
like the voices that they did, but I just like, I feel like Undertale is so much. You gotta experience it firsthand.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
do
very
want to
personal.
eventually play it, but now that I'm working on an RPG thing myself, I don't want to get any like subconscious like influences more than I
Yes.
probably will have already. Because I know I remember enjoying like what I saw, so, but I don't remember everything. So the less I remember, the better.
I guess, but I mean, if people are gonna compare those sorts of things anyway.
I know, but still, it's less about being compared. It's more of I want to have my own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to draw inspiration from other stuff I like. If I don't know if that makes any sense. Which is also why I will probably not play any Earthbound game until afterwards.
Ah.
Even though I really like how those games look, and from
Fair.
what I saw of it, it looks really cool. But still, yeah. Also, I coughed and sneezed so hard, it cleared out my sinuses, and I can actually like breathe.
Well, I guess that's good.
Yeah. I coughed so hard it cleared out my sinus. That's crazy to me.
It sounds painful. But...
It like I think it just felt more like a rush in my face than it hurted. So yeah. I'll be fine. Happy. What are you doing, Roman? Oh, wait, let me ready up myself. Whoops.
We're waiting, bruh.
I got a Coca-Cola.
Cola. Doc Pepper.
Fancy.
Move here. Drinks. Bug juice.
Oh, I used to drink bug juice all the time as a kid. Did you guys ever drink?
I did.
That
Dude.
was like the drink your parents would get you when you wouldn't stop bitching. Like when they're at the gas station, it's like, oh my god, fine, I'll get you something at the gas station. It's like a little like bug juice.
Do you remember the ones with the characters on the nozzles, the the tummy pleasers or whatever? Those things always made me want to hurl.
I don't remember how they tasted, but I know what you're talking about. I remember liking the characters on them. It would have like Batman or SpongeBob.
Right, you would lure me in with like Pinkie Pie, and then it'd be like freaking. It would taste like freaking Pedialyte or some stuff.
I don't remember that. I remember it just tasting like juice. Maybe I had like a different brand that used the same way.
You know, or maybe I
luring
just didn't
children.
care for it. It's possible that I was just a B word about it.
Refined taste.
A refined taste. I used to say different taste buds was my saying when I didn't want to eat something as a kid. I'd be like, different taste buds.
It's cute.
Right. Killed like 4 people in a row. Let's go.
Dead.
Whoop. That was fun. I like rocketed in right after. Ooh, there's someone there. Ooh.
Nope. Done.
Ah!
Isn't this map from the second or first game?
I don't know, but I haven't played it in 3 before.
Guarding their base. It's so horrible.
Right.
Speak for yourself, I don't feel horrible.
I feel very fulfilled. It's like you have the audacity to try to stop us. Oh, I got splatted finally.
I got splatted too.
Got in my left and left.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've got one other person that's Aether mofo.
I love all the different aesthetics and like designs of the weapons in this game.
Yeah.
A lot of them are obviously like paint items, but I like that some of them are just like silly things. Because I saw one that looks like a retro like retro futuristic gun. I like that one a lot.
Right, like the Luna Blaster.
Yeah, is it the ball one?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like really round.
Mm-hmm.
I am a Aerospray and Splatter Shot main.
I'm also an Aerospray main. I think that's the only reason. Yeah, wait, we're both using. I'm looking at like the thing.
They're getting in our base.
Yeah, because we both do our slides.
Also, it just has like it has the best like
Coverage and
yeah.
fire rate and damage. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't have high damage, but the fire rate and the coverage, like you can do a thing where you can like drop and spin around while you're shooting and get a lot of like aim when you spawn.
I love like spinning around, like just moving around and stick and shit. Also, I don't think it has the best bombs, but it does the job enough.
Right. The special is killer.
I love Reese Slider though.
Heck yeah.
I also like that one of the weapons is just like the fucking like Nintendo NES gun.
Yeah, the zapper.
Zapper, right. And that it's special in this game is the soda.
Soda!
Soda! There's a classmate of mine who's really cool, and they made a joke where like I would say like NEBBISODA. I like someone asked me something about like what my like social media was, and I said NEBBISODA, and then they go like in the same tone of like the Minnesota by, and they'd be like NEBBISODA. And so now I made a GIF where it was I just like impact fonted over Joe Biden NEBBISODA, but now that's like a meme to me, even though it's not a meme to anyone else.
Yeah, I like the one that's like, oh no, soda! Dude.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh, I like this map. I feel like I don't see the new one.
Soda! Yeah, this one reminds me of that map from Overwatch. I don't know if y'all know the one, but I don't know the name. But there's a map in Overwatch 1 that was like this. I'm talking like I played Overwatch in like 17 or 18, like.
Did someone just disappear in front of me? What the fuck? Oh, they got logged out. Okay. Yeah.
No, that's so sad.
I saw them disconnect in front. They were just standing there, then they just went.
That's so sad.
You turn into dust when you get like logged out. Oh my god.
You're just gonna eviscerated it, Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, I think it might start without you. Oh. Oh. It'll be okay. Oh, can I stop it? I can't stop it. What are you doing, Sean?
Nothing. Just playing Splat.
Nick, you having fun?
Yeah.
Splat.
Splatting's pretty fun.
Joe Mama.
Go like. I feel like we've like barely fought King Salad.
Yeah, it feels like that. Also, wouldn't it be funny if I just started going to people's like Twitch streams and like just started commenting like they're Germa? Like, you know the type of shit people say like to Germa? Like, imagine just bringing that like energy and shit to like other people's.
Or like you like eats your spit. Oh my gosh, I'm here.
Yeah.
Did we start the match?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I couldn't back out.
Don't be sorry. No, don't be sorry. It's okay. The bathroom's like right next to my room, so like I knew I would be. I just had to number one. It was gonna be quick.
Poop escape room.
No, that's number two. It's a campus escape room. I calculated that I would be able to be back in time for the game.
What was I gonna say? But like, imagine like the type of like comments and stuff Germa gets. Imagine bringing that energy to like other streamers, because there'll be times in Germa streams where someone just says the stream isn't funny, turn it off. It's so fucking funny. Oh yeah, so Angela, and somebody just be like, play another game. This is boring.
It doesn't work. I don't like this game. That's so funny. I did not know that. They said that.
He did a stream where he was just doing like geology.
I was so certain that you were about to like tell me that they were all like thirsting after him or something, which I know that a lot of Germa fans do, but I just think it's so funny that it was so far from what I thought it was gonna be.
They do, but I don't think it's common in the comments.
Right, but even then, if that's the general energy, it's a different than like I'm thinking of like Markiplier movies. Marky Moo, Marky Moo, the LA gangs are gonna catch you.
I think I was like, huh? The what?
Do you know about Markiplier and the LA gangs?
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that now. It was a Tumblr thing. That shit was funny as fuck.
Yes, I was referring to that.
I remember people would edit like him in the hospital beds, like they got him.
Marky Moo.
That was so fucked up.
It was
a video. It was a video that made me crack up.
Teenagers are really so gullible.
That's true. There was a video of Markiplier in like a hospital bed, and somebody like put an audio over it and it's like, "Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier," and it just goes, and it's like a horrible voiceover and horrible quality, and I just made me fucking die laughing for like 10 minutes straight.
If you ever find that, please forward it to me.
I hope I find it. How did we not win that? What the fuck?
That was brutal.
Me and Neb got double sniped.
They didn't even take their base. What the fuck? whatever.
It's okay. It's a typical L.
Team Sweet's cheating.
Yeah.
Typical Sweets cheat.
I don't know. Sean, do you watch Markiplier videos?
No.
I think
I've never been like super. I just like we'll see. Like,
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier.
I have never been into him. Even when he like started out, I've never been like.
I've watched every one of his Five Nights at Freddy's videos. I watched him for that, but like I don't like watch him outside of that. I've watched like a couple. I watched like a couple things, but like it's not really. I'm not a Let's Play watcher, but I like him with FNAF. And I really liked his Security Breach playthrough because he was just like it was so different from his FNAF 1 playthrough. Like he was just a very different streamer, a very different type of YouTuber, and a very different person, but also still Markiplier, a lot more chilled out. But there's one of my classmates and friends, Carter, he, shout out Carter, he can crack me up without fail because he does this really good Markiplier impression where he goes like, ah, Chica. Like it sounds like, slightly, he's like, ah, Chica, like it's kind of like under his breath slightly. It's like, I can't do it justice, but it's so perfect. And I've tried in vain to look up like, ah, Chica, like a clip, like trying to find out like where this came from, and I can't find it.
Dude.
Because he has a dog named Chica, so like I can't. But I know he's talking about like the chicken in whatever that is.
Wait, okay. I have the same experience. Like actually, Sean, I don't know if Sean remembers, but like early Pepcast, like some of the old Pepcast members would say shit like, "Oh, Chica, oh, Chica." And I'm like, what the fuck? One of them made a joke that that's what he says to his dog, and that was scary to me. And I'm like, what is this a reference to? Because like, has he actually said "Oh, Chica"?
I don't think he did. It's like
each other on there. It's like you can never really tell.
Mandela effect.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And everybody remembers "Oh, Chica," but no one can find where it's from. No, but it's just weird that it like, oh, another person has the same. How? What?
Right, that's so wild that you had the. Oh my gosh, Chica. But he can do but he can do a perfect one, and it gets me every single time.
That's like the what's it called? Oh, fuck. That's like the Luke, I am your father thing, where everybody remembers it wrong and shit.
Right. This was not a clean game either by any means.
It's crazy. What was I gonna say about Markiplier? Oh, I never got why people found him attractive until like recent, until like the past few years, where he's like really fucking ripped and shit now.
Right. That's fair. That's fair. I'd say like I'm definitely not frothing at the mouth for Markiplier, but like if
I am now, but like
right. But if Markiplier was to come to me and be like, I would like a mature romantic relationship with you, I'd be like, Markiplier, you're so gorgeous, I'm gonna kiss your lips right now. You know, like I'm not like you know, he does have that appeal.
Yeah,
but
I
also
get,
he's definitely come into his own, so like I get what you mean. That it's like it's not always been this way.
I don't get why people were like feeling that way in like 2012 or whatever, whenever the fuck you like streaming or started YouTubing.
Right. I'd say like 2014 is like the pop off because that's like post the FNAF video.
Mm-hmm.
Because that video, I mean, it's got like 100 million views. It's fucking crazy. It's gotta be wild, like, even though Markiplier is, like, undeniably, like, successful or whatever, it's gotta be, like, wild to be, like, know that, like, that's probably gonna be your highest viewed video, like, ever. Because, like, it just is so massive.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
I've not watched one Markiplier video, though, I'll be honest. Like, I've seen clips, but, like, I imagine maybe he's funny. I don't know. It's gotta be something.
Yeah. No, yeah, he is. It's definitely. I mean, it's probably not for everybody, but I enjoy him.
I think I just around the time those kind of YouTubers like popped off, I wasn't into that kind of like stuff.
No, totally, I get it, because like I said, I'm not a Let's Play watcher. It's like, I'm too much of a chicken to play Five Nights at Freddy's, but I was fixated on it, and he was the biggest guy that was watching it, and so I already like was watching him play it, and then it's like, do I want to watch a stranger play it, or do I want to watch some dude I already kind of know play it?
The only ones I like watched was Game Grumps and a little bit of Oni Plays, and I can't think of anybody else. I watched like one Super Mega video. I think I'd like them more if I saw them more, but I just haven't.
Right. I'm an Oni Plays enjoyer.
That's fair. I'm trying to think of like. I don't know, but like around that time when stuff like that, the only like person I watched was like PewDiePie, and even then I didn't really like him that much. I like some
one of his. I only watched one of his playthroughs. It was the Ao Oni one. It's this RPG Maker horror game.
Yeah, it's a purple face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But even then I kind of like I don't know, fell out of it.
Yep.
Oh, good stuff for me.
So my name is PewDiePie.
Yeah, you should go back to that.
Yeah, he should. He should go back to that and not like pretending to be in denial of creating a space where bad people form. Anyways.
What does he even do now? Does he still go?
I don't know. He probably does like meme reviews. I think that's what he did. Like when I was a senior in high school, he was doing like meme reviews. And you know, like they're perfectly inoffensive videos. Like for all like you know, I'm sure he's like. I'm sure the thing about him is like I'm sure he's like a fine guy like as a person, but it's like I feel like he just has failed to take proper accountability for what people want him to, and I feel like that's where a lot of the issue is. But I also don't have any pony in this ring. I don't know a lot about PewDiePie or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever.
He's like Gamer Fred.
Gamer Fred. I remember I had a tangent to go. Oh yeah, I used to watch a lot of like the video game like review guys, like the JonTron types. But I used to watch. Do you guys know Brutal Moose?
That sounds familiar.
I liked him, and he's still active, and his videos are good. He changed and adapted his video content and style with the times, and now he has a couple series I like. One of them is mystery tapes, where he buys sold as blank VHS tapes on eBay and then like goes through all like the commercials and stuff and looks for like interesting finds. And he also has.
He's gonna get mind controlled this time.
LMAO. He also got. What do you say?
He's gonna get mind controlled analog horror. Just buying like undisclosed like tapes.
Oh right. Sorry. My brain completely farted for a second, so I was like in two places at once with the fucking Splatoonies. But yeah, he definitely has like that kind of like VHS charm. He's got like a very like. He's like long hair, long facial hair, chill, kind of hippie sort of vibes a little bit. It's funny because his earlier persona used to be like, I'm kind of a sarcastic little snarky guy, and he just like chilled out over the years. But his other series is Brutal Foods, and he like both reviews stuff like banquet meals and kid cuisine, like frozen freezer meals he puts up against each other, and also like retro recipes that he cooked from old cookbooks, like really interesting ideas that you're like, am I really gonna click on a 20-minute video for this? But then manages to keep your attention. It's good stuff, honestly.
Sounds fun to watch. I might have to check out those like cuisine ones. This one's
yeah. Cool. I'll put a link, but it's nice like background noise, comforting personality.
I'm gonna try the Flinzo roller. Wait, which is up? Yeah, I'm gonna try the Flinzo roller.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to think of YouTubers that I more so grew up with. I grew up with Chugga Conroy, definitely.
Weird.
Like Fred. I remember I watched Fred videos all the
So
time.
I liked the Fred
Annoying
Nickelodeon
orange.
movie, but I wasn't allowed to like watch YouTube when Fred was popping. I do remember Annoying Orange though.
Unironically, I think the first Fred movie is really good.
No, it is.
But
It's like actually a really good movie. I love that movie.
I haven't seen it in like maybe 10 years, but like I remember seeing clips of it like a few months ago. It's like, oh my god, this holds up.
I still call little dogs squirrels to this day.
Awesome. I remember watching like a video of like the clip of him and that one girl, and they're just like faking a party, and something about that sequence
It's like
is so
Jeanette
like
McCurdy.
it's such a chill sequence. And I don't know.
Yeah. Really like hanging out with my friend vibes.
Yeah. Unironically, like, I don't know. One
Hell
day.
yeah. Let's see. Also, I'm trying to think of other YouTubers as well. Of course, we already talked about. I mean, well, there was Film Cow, right? With Charlie the Unicorn and llamas with hats and stuff.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you, that's I like Professor 2P. That one's funny as fuck.
Actually, that's
Professor
one.
2P. You remember that?
No, I didn't see that one. I'll have to check that one out.
It's like a tooth trying to teach a dude to be like healthy or whatever, and it's like, oh, you should eat a lamb chop instead. And the guy's like, I don't want to eat lamb chops, and he just keeps doing it throughout the day, whatever. And one day he just takes out like a bag of sugar and throws it on the tooth, and he just starts dying. It's really funny.
Gosh, that is kind of funny. There definitely was a lot of snark to that era. I used to watch Mr. Weedley's animations on Newgrounds, and it's like he'd make these. It's like the badger mushroom.
Oh yeah,
mushroom. It's that guy. He made a lot of little songs like that would get stuck in my head.
well, that was like in the commercials at one point, wasn't it?
Probably.
I remember there was like a phone commercial with those.
But there was I don't doubt it at all.
It's
The one I remember the most from him, though, there was a couple. There's one about owls, and owls having a war on Simon Cowell. And there was one about Draft and his sloth that was stuck, and there's one about flying squirrels. Man, there's so many little songs, but there's this one, I forget what it's called, but it was kind of like emo rock music video. It was like really different from the rest of the stuff that was more like comedy, but there's this little guy in it, this little like boombox robot guy that's like, my sound is gonna multiply, and completely like coinky dink, he looks like the main character from the senior film I'm working on, and I showed some of the crewmates the video, and I was like, hey, isn't this kind of weird? And we were having a laugh about that. Because it's kind of a generic idea to use a boombox as a head, like that's something you're gonna see a lot of places, but it was just like, oh my god, it's the guy.
yeah. I think I can only think of one character with a boombox head. A gumball, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
I guess also that one. There's like a character in Deltarune, I think. With like boombox.
Yep, there is. There's in chapter 2, there's 3 boomboxy characters.
There's also a short film. It was called.
Clicker?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we actually I got help from the some of the crewmates from Clicker on how they did the rig for that character's head, because we're gonna do a similar thing.
That's cool.
I cried during Clicker. Unironically.
I haven't seen it because I don't know the. I don't know if he's the director, but one of the lead creative voices in it, we never like had an official falling out, but he had a falling out with someone I was friends with, and then
I think he directed.
and then never talked to me again. So I don't know what's up with that.
I get it,
but it's like I don't. It's weird.
No, I get staying away from content from like people who are associated with that you've had like not great things
It's-
with.
You know, my door is open, but it's like for me, like if you soft block me, that says to me that like you didn't want me to. Like I understand that it wasn't me; it was because I was associated with someone else. But it's like then it's not on me to reestablish connection. If you want to do that, my door is open. But yeah,
I get
until
it.
that day, I respected. It seemed like it was a really cool film, and one of the guys who's working on my film actually did the music for it, which is awesome. And he's really talented, and all the artists that work on that were really talented. Even the fellow I'm talking about is a really talented artist, and this doesn't discount any of that. But yeah, sometimes life is just awkward.
Yeah, but my friend Owen worked on it, which is really cool.
So, oh yeah. I know Owen.
I also like the there's like an original like pop song kind of thing in it, which is really good.
Heck yeah. I'll have to ask Chris if that's his doing.
It's like a female singer, but
Right.
maybe he laid like the background track. I don't know.
Right. All I know is he worked on some other music for it, I'm pretty sure. I checked myself on that. Anyways. We're back in Nickelodeon world.
What's Nickelodeon World, John?
We're in Nickelodeon world. Remember? Because of the ink colors.
Oh!
You're totally gonna get slimed!
If Splatoon came out in the early 2000s, they would do a big tie-in, like, advertisement. Like, I know there was a Splatfest with Patrick and, SpongeBob, but, like,
Right.
they would have done a big ad or something. I feel it. I could feel that if they did that in, like, early 2000s.
Thank you for avenging me, Sean. I just got, like, chased around my tail by someone and splatted. This is a rough one. I'm fighting.
Fuck! God damn! God damn!
God damn.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
This is rough and tough and difficult.
Still be no die.
Sean, what YouTubers did you grow up with? Oh wait.
Awesome video games.
That sounds familiar. What is that?
They would just play old games and be really bad at them. Be very enthusiastic. It's kind of like
I love that.
parody
It's
of,
like anti-angry video game nerd.
Yeah, it was a parody of like I'm trying to remember the name. Video something top 10 or whatever. It's like an old. I think it was just like it was like a Canadian game competition show, and it had like a lot. It has like crazy editing and crazy close-ups and stuff. It was just like a parody of that.
I like that. And that reminds me, I'm thinking of the nerd now. Nostalgia Critic. Nostalgia Critic was such a big part of my adolescence.
I was more of an AVGN kid.
That's so valid.
Oh
Right.
shit! It kicked me out. Oh,
Oh shit.
Let's see if we can join. Nope. You guys can play around without me.
Okay. Gotta remember.
Yeah. Yeah, AVGN, Fred, Smosh, Ray William Johnson, classics.
Right, Niga Higa.
I remember Niga Higa. Wasn't
Loved his "Never Say Never" Justin Bieber parody. I thought when I was young, that was so funny.
Yeah.
I was even a Justin Bieber fan during that time. I was a Justin Bieber fan during his like bowl cut era, and then I remember when he came out with Boyfriend, I was like, oh, he's a d-bag now. I mean, and of course, no, that was just my thought as a 14-year-old. That was not actually indicative of his character, but that's what that song screamed to me. You know,
is he in real life?
I think he is, but I obviously don't know the guy, so like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously the Yummy stuff was kind of a big old stunt. Guys, just stream Yummy, stream Yummy. What
yeah,
really
it's like
speaks to me about that?
Stream it while you're sleeping or whatever. It's like
right, and he would be on live, and people would be like, "Hi, Justin. Oh my gosh, I'm so like happy to get to talk to you and be on your live. Like, this is so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm like one of your biggest fans." You know, typical fan stuff. He'd get an opportunity to talk to him, and then, you know, blah 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 blah. I've streamed, you know, I've done this, and then he'd like cut them off and be like, "Have you streamed Yummy?" And it's like, you're such a.
I would lie at that point.
Right. I'd just be like, no, I haven't. And I never will.
Sean, aren't you a big Justin Bieber fan? You told me you were.
Never say never.
I didn't watch that. You did. You watched that.
I watched that in
I
theaters.
had like a couple minutes of it.
I watched it in theaters. It was because it was between that and Romeo and Juliet, and I chose Justin Bieber.
You missed out. Romeo and Juliet is peak fiction.
I know, I really did. I should have seen Sherlock Gnomes when I had the chance. The marketing, do you guys remember the marketing for Sherlock Gnomes and how wild that was? Like on social media?
Wasn't it like a dirty joke in like
right. Oh, also they would just like, they did like the sort of like Denny's thing, like where they would like post weird gifs on Tumblr and stuff, like they would engage in like bizarre ways. Like it was definitely like a weird like, okay, let's see if this sticks sort of moment, or like they marketed it all odd. But yes, I think there was also a line in the trailer.
Pretty sure it was like there was like a dick joke in the trailer or some shit like that.
Right.
This is for the sequel. I don't think it was in the first one yet.
Right.
In the first one, it was like a gnome. It was a gnome with like a thong. It was insane.
I remember that. I remember him.
That was everywhere.
Because I remember, I remembered another YouTuber that I grew up with, because I watched his review on Romeo and Juliet, but this is like another little like precious movie, like nostalgia critic for me, that it's like I grew up with this guy, but also I kind of like making fun of him. Animat?
Oh, good, who that is.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sean. Username on YouTube is Electric Dragon 505. And
was that the guy who rated like
Funny for Chance and Neva? Yes!
Yeah, oh, that guy.
Yeah. The reason, he hated it, and it's funny, actually, some of my classmates and I got a big laugh when we were pulling it all-nighter by pulling up his Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs video and watching and listening to it. And I remember as an adolescent, I watched his videos, and the reason I got into him is because he made these Epic Mickey videos, and I really loved Epic Mickey. I was hyper-fixated on that. And I remember, articulating to, like, my older sister, like, you know, this guy, he's a grown man, but his voice cracks a lot, like, haha, like, he must still be, like, his voice must still be settling. And she was like, no, that's just like how some people are. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Because he talks like this. Like, very much, and it's like, I'm sorry, but it's very delightful to me. It's also very nostalgia critic-esque. And he was a nostalgia critic fan, I do know that. Oh wait,
that's why kids. Huh?
Oh, sorry, I was remembering to leave the match, so that...
I was gonna say, that's why I can't sit through Nostalgia Critic. I hate his voice. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I love Nostalgia Critic in a post-ironic way. Like, I don't actually love Nostalgia Critic, but, like, I grew up with it, and, like, I find it funny in, like, a way I can't explain to people who don't already know, and it's just, like, I can't explain it.
I get it.
Melvin, brother of the Joker.
Have you seen his like new intros to his videos?
No, I haven't. Well, actually, I think I have because I watched his Garfield Christmas special one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I paid attention to the intro though. What was it about it?
Well, I saw a video like a week ago or something. That was just the like evolution of all of his intros. And like the first one is the one where he like breaks through the wall and shoots the camera, and it's just like a montage of different reviews.
I remember that one.
And they just like they start devolving into these weird like 3D clip shows where like it'll be like, whoa, he's in like this weird computer room and it's panning and all of the characters are like green screen.
What you talking about? It's like all the effects. It's like To Boldly Flee like threw up all over it.
Yeah, well, it's just like so like overwhelming at a certain point. And it's
I also love how like cool Doug is about people like the Only Play fellas ribbon on him versus like how fucking uptight Linkara is about it. Like Linkara is so bad. So there's this guy Linkara, and he's like he did Channel Awesome, but he reviewed comics. He had a series called Atop the Fourth Wall, and Oni Plays also makes fun of him, like they make fun of Nostalgia Critic, but Doug's reaction is very much like, you know, I've seen I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen some of what these guys say, and I gotta say, it's pretty funny. I mean, they do the voice, and it's so perfect. Like you know, he does like he's a little, you know, he does his whole like, you know, he's really appreciative about it, right? And then versus Linkara, there's like a clip of him talking about it on stream. He's like, these people, and they make mockery of me, and they joke about me, and they do this insulting voice. Like he's clearly like so wound up about it, and it's like, bro.
Ow. Yeah.
I'll have to link you because there's a video I'm basically paraphrasing where someone puts their reactions back to back, and it's really funny.
I kind of get that. 'Cause I don't know. I'm.
What? I get it too, but it's like once that cat's out of the bag, how you react to it is going to paint what the internet will do, and if you give them the outrage, they're gonna keep clowning on you.
That's true.
Because, like, Doug's name's been ripped through the mud, like, 50 times over because of the, like, Not So Awesome document, yet people are still able to respect him because of, like, the face he puts on.
Also, if you're in on the joke, people are less likely to keep making fun of you.
Right.
Unless you're German.
It's like... make the stream better.
Yeah. There was a stream where he was out in the desert, and he's just doing like geology work, right? He has a bunch of rocks and he's breaking them, and somebody said, "Cube stream is boring. Can you like play another game?" And he's just like, "What?"
Yeah, like the next game.
Play another game. Oh my god. I like that.
Sean, didn't people not like the hacking like bit?
I remember like seeing that live, seeing some like people chatting like, oh, like they just weren't into it. They're just like kind of just wanted the awards still. It's kind of sad.
He put in like all the effort.
Yeah, because the way he did it was
got arrow sprayed.
He like split, so he has his like main channel. And like that's the one that like he pretended like got hacked, so he made like a new channel. So he was doing like the awards on a separate channel while the main channel was hacked. It was like kind of confusing for a lot of people. Yeah, I think a lot of people just kind of weren't into it. And the last few award things he did were just like him sitting in his room. It was like very chill.
Yeah, but he's like trying to do something special. I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Cool. I wish I got like a quartet
So is Jungleberry an actual like different person?
What?
Dungleberry? It's a guy!
What was his name?
Dungleberry or something?
Dungleberry? Well, no, yeah, I think it was that.
I'm getting
I don't know if he
absolutely
actually
destroyed.
streams or not.
No, Dungleberry. It's the guy with the weird haircut. And he does like magic or some shit. He's like cooks. Did you like the like that he got hacked like bit?
I thought it was kind of funny. I think I prefer some of the other stuff in the stream. There's this thing where he just like he had a bunch of elves in a room, and they're supposed to like finish a puzzle, and he'll just check back and they just keep playing like Smash Bros. Or something. Like he just let them do their own thing.
He just starts
I
yelling
love
at him.
denying someone a kill. I just like someone tried to do a reef slider, I slid past them and then I like kept pushing into their territory for the last 5 seconds. while someone else tried to chase me.
Nice.
It is nice. Gotta give him a little frustration for that loss.
How many like games do you guys want to do left? 'Cause
I could do like 2, maybe 1 more, but like I'm definitely like ready to call it quits whenever y'all are.
I'll do 2 more. How about you, Sean?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
2 more?
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I've actually got I've got the like whole team XP boost thing, and I've actually got 2 more rounds left in it, so that's perfect.
Oh, sweet. Cool. I said 2 because you also said 2.
I guess I'm just the person who's deciding. This has been a really chill time, though. I appreciate y'all having me on for the SPLATFEST.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Like just chatting.
Chat. Picto chat.
Talking about Nostalgia Critic.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
I remember, so you don't have to.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
I remember when I was watching Nostalgia Critic, I was just waiting for him to stop doing the voice. For the first time, I was like, oh, stop.
Oh my god, that's so funny. And you're like, no, that's just how this fucker talks.
Is that like
funny,
actually
even
his voice?
Well, it's yes and no, because like he does exaggerate it for the character, but if you hear him just talking as Doug, it's like it's not that different in some ways from his natural. Like he exaggerates parts of it. I'd say. Wouldn't you agree, Sean? He has a high pitched voice just in general.
Oh yeah, like he does like behind the scenes stuff. He sounds like mostly the same, like slightly less formal, but like, the pitch is the same. So
right.
Kind of just how he talks.
I remember a while back hearing about him trying to do a game show.
Yes, Pop Quiz Hot Shot. Oh my god, watch Ralph the Movie Maker's video on it. It's very funny.
But he didn't he do like funding for it, and it was just a table with the board game on it.
Yep. And that was like, he was like throwing away Nostalgia Critic to do this. Like that was gonna be his thing. He was gonna do like Demo Reel and Pop Quiz Hot Shot. Demo Reel is also a very interesting bag of worms. But because he did keep making Demo Reel actually, because the new Nostalgia Critic reviews where he like basically just like recreates the entire movie or whatever, like that's Demo Reel.
He snuck it into Nostalgia Critic.
Right, but they even like retconned like the episode where they bring back Nostalgia Critic. It's like Donnie Dupro, the main character of Demo Reel's like reality implodes on itself as like everyone gets erased from reality and he gets replaced with the Nostalgia Critic.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I'm talking about the actual plot of the return. The review must go on. This is actual Nostalgia Critic canon.
This sounds like Sonic True Lore. What the fuck?
It does.
He gets sucked into the plot hole. Like
How?
Hole,
Yes, plot hole.
and he confronts his Nostalgia Critic persona, And he's like, you want to continue to refuse, don't you?
Yeah, I love how like antagonistic the critic character is. It's like very perfect blue.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Oh, it's a good movie. It's Satoshi Kon. It's a good. It's like a. It's a psychological thriller anime movie for the 90s. Not an easy watch, but a good watch.
I've heard of it. That's why I was like, what is that? Because it's not familiar.
We have like a movie
Yes.
watch list. So we want to pick this up. I think that one's on there.
I know House is on there. I really want to see House.
Yes, I would also put
Looks-
Paprika on there if you're gonna watch. It's another Satoshi Kon movie. But I would watch Perfect Blue before Paprika. But Paprika is basically Inception. Inception stole shots and ideas from Paprika.
Huh. Interesting.
I think I have a lot of director's movies on there. They look very distinct and interesting.
Nice. Yeah, I watched like a year and a half ago. He directed one anime series in his life called Paranoia Agent. It was very interesting. It was kind of like about like a mystery assailant that's been attacking people, and you're connected through like each story. You're following somebody else in the town that's like come into contact with the mystery assailant. He's called like in the Japanese dub he's called like Shonen Bat, and in the English dub they call him Lil Slugger. So he's, you know, just like a little kid with a baseball bat. That's all they can identify him with. But he's like hitting people in the head. But then like they all like seem to like, it's a whole like, it's not an ideal circumstance, but they all seem to kind of like, it seems to be like a blessing in disguise. And so then it kind of like has this creepy, interesting through line with like, you want to know what's going on with these attacks and what makes them supernatural and what's going on with these people's lives. So I won't say any more than that, but it's very interesting.
Hmm.
2-win streak.
Trying to think of other animes. I definitely need to still watch the rebuilds. I don't
Of Ava,
like-
yeah, I haven't watched the last one. I've watched the
Wait.
all.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. No, I actually skipped the first rebuild because I couldn't find a cheap DVD of it, and I know that it's literally just like the first few episodes like retold. The second rebuild is the one where the plot actually starts to deviate, and I watched that and it was alright. I liked the third one a lot because I'm gay and biased, and I watched it when it came out, and I remember being gay and biased. And then I haven't seen the last one because I've been waiting to like watch it with somebody else that's caught up to that point in Ava with me because I'm scared to watch it alone.
It's fair. I wasn't really planning on watching the rebuilds because it was like, I don't know. They're more fan servicey and stuff. Whatever. But then I heard that the fourth and third one are so good if you watch the first two.
Yeah.
And that
I mean,
the
there
fourth
certainly
one,
are some
like-
things that are fan servicey, but also it's like there's a lot that is very interesting to explore within them. And I like the way that it handles just like the concept of tying in a reboot literally to an original work and not treating it as it's not like it is part of the story. They are connected.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I heard that like the fourth one ties like everything in such a good finality. It's like the perfect ending. It's like yeah.
I remember we watched the first rebuild and we were kind of whatever.
It was cool. The animation was really good, but it just seemed like it just added more action and like fan service stuff. It was like they're cool, I guess.
I haven't seen that one. I've only seen the second, third, and fourth. Well, I haven't seen the fourth. I've only seen the second and third.
That's what I mean. So I should probably like check out the others.
I will say Mari as a character is just odd, but
that's like Hideki Anno's like wife, like
Yep.
right?
Yep.
She's like a
Which definitely implies weird things about how he views the characters, but we're not gonna unpack that.
How what?
well, all these pilots are supposed to be teenagers, and he
Oh,
makes one
yeah.
that's his wife with big titties, and it's like, oh. I spent so much time defending Evangelion and like how it's not perfect with the sexualization, but at least it does have something to say about it with regards to the human experience and whatnot. Like it's not just there for the point of it, right? But then it's like shit like Mari. I'm like, okay, why is she here? So it's like I get that.
Yeah.
So, because I do think, well, it's not perfect. It's like that is one thing. It's like a lot of the uncomfortable things Ava touches on. It's like at least it has something to say about it.
It's like critical points.
Right. It's not like I haven't seen Wonder Egg Priority, but it's my understanding that that show like jumps the shark with like kind of introducing dark subject matter, but not really exploring it in a fully thoughtful or meaningful way.
Also, I think I'm dead. My back hurts.
Sorry, the freaking anime of elitism at the end there.
No, it's okay. It was interesting. I'm just a little tired.
Oh, same.
Sean.
I get way too into it.
Me too. You ready to go to the good night stream?
Yes. There we go. Okay. There we go.
Oh,
Yep,
there.
we're there.
Wait, wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. For like the 2 or 3 viewers the entire time, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, VOD watchers, for anybody watching in post. Hope you guys have fun. Remember to follow our guest, NEBBISODA, on Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Night.
Should we rate anyone, or is there anyone?
Nah, let's get out of here.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, bye.